Some will call it swag, some call it cockiness, some will call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top-10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. And off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a
touchdown, Gators! Fitted in the window for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick catch on third down. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie. Extra point here will tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. With jet sweep pass. Finding an escape route. Turning on the Jets. All the way out across across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Touchdown, Florida! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Slips one guy, and now he's loose.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Gators sending the offense back to work.
Timeout, Florida.
He'll do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Big gain on the designed quarterback run. Nice to have a guy that can get you out of trouble, whether by design or improvisation, like Anthony Richardson did against Utah in 22.
Yeah, it just makes you a much better coach when you got guys that can scramble around and buy time. And look at Florida's teams, the most recent success going back to Tim Tebow, a guy that gets you extra possessions, extra first downs, and makes that big play at the quarterback spot.
Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Backed up now, here's second and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Before the teams head to the locker rooms. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a 1st down.
looking to pass inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack, but just
Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. With the catch, it's Henderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Slithers into space. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing. He's loose on the right. Inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. He wants to change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Next up, 9. 2nd down coming up.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback will keep it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
To the air on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Got the first himself.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He'll pull it down across the 25. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever. But they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll try to get it through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Finds his tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
That's good for a fight.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Firing to the end zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it's